let's do some yoga. When you guys are ready, let's move into a nice, comfortable cross-legged seat. And we'll just start to breathe together a little bit. So let's bring lay down. Let's bring the back of the hands onto the knees, with the thumb and the middle finger touching lightly. Lay down. Gently straighten into the arms. Don't lock them, but straighten them, yeah? Now press the sit bones down, draw the belly in and up, and then find a little bit more length. Grow a little taller through the crown. Let the shoulders melt down the back. Close your eyes down. And use each exhale to soften that space behind the eyes, the jaw, the shoulders. Seeing how much you can soften and let go with each exhale. So we're just using the breath as a tool to come into the body, meaning getting out of the head. See if you can feel that energy shift from thought form into presence, just by following that breath deep into the belly and letting this prana, this life force, fill you all the way. Now, if you can feel that softening, that letting go on each exhale, see if you can make that happen on the inhale as well. So you can just find this continuous softening. Keeping this deep connection with the breath, bring your hands to your heart. Let your head bow to the wisdom of the heart. Now lower the hands down. Inhale, reach them right back up. Grab the right wrist, drop your arms over to the left. Move down into the sit bones more, especially that right sit bone that's trying to creep up. Press it down, soften the shoulders down. Use each exhale to see what you can soften and let go of. Inhale, come back up. Find the length, grab the left wrist. Exhale, drop it to the right. Press that left sit bone down. So you can soften on the exhale, draw those shoulders down. Inhale, come back up, and now hinge forward. Bring the hands to the mat. Let your head become heavy. Keep that deep, slow, rhythmic flow there through the nose. See if you can remember to soften with every single exhale. Slowly walk it over to the right. Pressing that left sit bone down, maybe placing the left hand on top of the right. Don't forget to soften on this exhale. So if you find the energy coming back into thought form, just count the seconds of your inhale and your exhale and try to make them match, try to make them equal. And try to remember to soften on every single exhale. Just that one little trick will help keep you in the body, in this moment. Now hold the left arm up towards the ceiling. Draw that left elbow back behind your face and then reach through the fingers. Maybe the right elbow's lowering down to the ground. Press the left sit bone down because it's probably trying to come up. Exhale, soften the shoulders down. Soften behind the eyes, jaw. Inhale, see if you can fill up a little more as you reach through the fingers. Exhale, soften. Inhale, come up to the center, squeeze your palms together, lift everything up. Exhale, fold. Let your head become heavy right away. Sink right in. And then slowly walk it over to the left. Pressing the right sit bone down, maybe stacking right hand on top of left. Exhale to soften. Slowly roll that right arm up. Maybe you need to walk the left hand back a little bit. Draw that elbow back and then reach through the fingers. Press that sit bone down. So the back of the neck is long, but chin is slightly tucked. Soften through the traps. Reach through the fingers. Inhale, slowly come up. Squeeze your palms together, lift everything a little higher. Exhale, hands to heart. And hands down by your sides. We'll come onto the hands and knees. In a nice tabletop setup with your fingers spread nice and wide. So the space between your index finger and your middle finger is facing the top of the mat, just like down dog. The shoulders are directly over your wrists. The back of your neck is long, so you're looking down. Start to really feel the strength in your body as you press through the fingers and knuckles. Imagine shining your heart forward, creating an external rotation of your upper arms. Inhale, drop the belly down low, shine the heart forward, fill all the way up with this prana, this life force. Exhale, round it out, tucking the chin to the chest, tuck the tailbone under, pull the belly button up into the spine. We'll see how long you can take this inhale, making the move just as slow as the breath. Press that tailbone up and out. Just as slow on the exhale, compressing all the air out to empty every last drop. One more time. After you're completely empty, come back to neutral. Find that external rotation of the upper arms to shine the heart forward. Keep the back of the neck long. Kick back through the right heel. Keep the toes grounded. Your hips aligned. So your arms are still straight and strong. Notice if your one elbow is bending and rooting to the fingers and knuckles evenly. Keep shining the heart forward and lengthening through the back of the neck. Now really press back through that heel and open that calf. Slowly lift that right heel off the ground so the right leg is parallel to the ground. Reach the left hand forward so the arms parallel to the ground. Looking down to keep the back of the neck parallel. Flex that right foot. Move the toes down and slightly in and lengthen from heel to crown. Grow a little taller. See if you can soften on the exhale. Inhale, lengthen one more time. Exhale, bring your knee to your nose. Tuck your chin to your chest. Inhale, lengthen and lift. Keep pressing into the fingers and knuckles. Exhale, round it out. Inhale, lengthen. Hold on to it. One more sip. Exhale, round it out. Inhale, lengthen out. Now keep that right leg lifted. Plant the left hand down. Curl the left toes under. Lift up like three-legged dog. Sink into that left heel a little bit. Keep that right foot flexed. Toes point down and in to level the hips. Come back up on the tippy toes. Exhale, sink into that left heel. Slowly walk the hands back to meet the foot like standing splits. And then set the right foot down to meet the left. Inhale, lift up halfway. Press your hands into your shins. Shine the heart forward. External rotation of the upper arms. Exhale, fold. Draw the belly in and up and empty all the air as your head hangs heavy. Slowly walk the hands forward like plank pose, stacking shoulders over wrists. Back of the neck long, root down to lift that space between your shoulders a little more. That energy is shifted back into thought form. Just count the seconds of your breath. Make the inhale and the exhale match. Find that external rotation of the upper arms and a slight internal rotation of the lower arms. Almost like you would turn your thumbs in towards each other, but you don't really let the hands move. See if you can lift that space between the shoulders up just a little more, like rounding up into it a little bit. And then lower the knees, and then the chest. And then the chin, untuck the toes, flatten all the way out to the belly. Interlace your fingers back behind your sit bones so you can get your palms glued together. Draw the hands back as you lift the shoulders up, and then draw the hands back forward. Roll the shoulders back. Press into the tops of the feet and lift the heart up. Soften anywhere you can on the exhale. Draw the hands back a little more to open the heart a little more. Exhale, soften through the traps, jaw, eyes. Slowly release, hands under shoulders. Press back to child's pose. Keep your knees together if you can. If you can't get your forehead to the ground with your knees together, spread your knees apart. Soften through the upper arms. See if you can feel the heart melting as you soften on the inhale and the exhale. Find that continuous softening again. Slowly come back up to hands and knees. Get that nice tabletop, stacking everything perfectly in place, lengthening anywhere you can. And slowly kick back through the left heel. Keep those toes grounded. Arms are straight, heart shines forward, shoulders roll back. Back of the neck is long, belly's drawing in and up. Root back into that heel. Open that cat. Most importantly, stay with this breath a little bit longer. Lift the left foot so the left leg's parallel. Flex that foot, toes point down and in. Right hand reaches forward like you'd shake somebody's hand. Draw the shoulder back into the socket. Keep the back of the neck long. And lengthen from heel to fingertips on the inhale. Exhale, knee to nose. Take your time. On the last one, keep that leg lifted, plant the right hand down, curl the right toes under, lift up like three-legged dog. Let the head be heavy, sink into that right heel. Flex that left foot. Come back up on the toes. Sink back into the heel, walk your hands back like standing splits. Head stays heavy. Lower the left foot down to meet the right. Inhale to lift up halfway. Exhale to fold. Keeping your head heavy, lift the right leg back behind you until it's parallel to the ground. Point the toes down and in, level the hips out. And now turn those toes out to the side, to the long edge of the mat, towards the windows. Yeah, to stack the hips. Press back through the heel. Try to get that leg parallel to the ground. Try to roll the right hip back to stack it right on top of the left. And then turn the toes to face the ground again to level the hips back out. Slowly lower the right foot down to meet the left. Sink back into the heels and sit into the chair. Reach the arms forward and up. Pull the belly in. Soften the shoulders down on the exhale. Stand up, find a little backward bend. Press into all parts of the feet. Exhale, hands to heart. And hands down by your sides. Inhale, reach up, fill up. Exhale, swan dive, hinge at the hips. Empty every last drop as the belly draws in and up. Inhale, lift up halfway. And now lift the left foot back behind you. Foot is flexed, toes point down and in. Feel the hips in line. Now root down to the right foot. With the same pressure, you're pressing back through the whole left foot. And then turn those toes open to stack the hips. Press back through the heel. Get that leg parallel. Roll that left hip back. And now turn the toes to face the ground again. Leveling the hips back out. Set the left foot down to meet the right. Sink back into the heels, sweep the arms back and sit into the chair. Belly in. So you're looking forward or up. All right, your chin is parallel to the ground, or you're finding a little bit of backward bend. What can you soften on the exhale? Press into all four corners of both feet. Stand up, find a little backward bend, maybe just a little bit deeper now. Exhale, hands to heart. And hands down by your sides. Inhale, arms up overhead, grab your right wrist. Drop your arms over to the left as you step the right foot behind you. See what you can soften on the exhale. Come back to center, grab the left wrist, left foot steps behind, drop it to the right. Let something go. Come back to center, lower your hands down by your sides. Inhale, arms up, squeeze the palms together, lift everything a little higher. Now leave it at the heart, as you press into the feet and lengthen all the way down. Inhale, lift up halfway, fill up all the way, take one more sip. Hold on to this inhale a little longer. Exhale, fold, walk the hands forward, find that plank pose. Get everything stacked just right, and then find a little more length. See what you can soften on the exhale, softening through the neck, the traps, the eyes. And slowly lower down, chaturanga, or knees, chest, chin, baby cobra. Meeting back in downward facing dog. Settle in here for a couple breaths. You can move around a little bit if you like, or you can get right into stillness if you're ready for that. Head is heavy, breath is deep, soften through the traps on the exhale. See if you can find that external rotation of the upper arms. Hollowing out the armpits as they turn in towards the face. That slight internal rotation of the lower arms. And maybe you start to straighten into the legs a little bit, dropping some weight into the heels. And lift your right foot up high, like standing, like three-legged dog. Yeah? So walk your hands back to mid the foot, like standing splits. Head stays heavy, breath stays deep. So see if you can fold a little bit deeper as the right leg lifts up a little higher. Keep that right hip facing the mat. And now turn those toes open out to the side, stacking the hips, keep rooting back through the heel. Now peel the right arm up and stack the shoulders. See if you can get your torso parallel to the ground by lifting up a little higher. Maybe your left fingertips even leave the ground. Lengthen from heel to crown. Lower the hand back down, let your head get heavy, shoot the leg back up high like standing splits. Then slowly come all the way to standing, bring the right knee with you, hug it in and up nice and tight, and then cross it over the left. See if you can get your toes to wrap all the way around. Keep softening that standing ankle and standing knee to sink in a little more. Bring the arms out to the sides and drop the right arm under the left. See if you can get your palms to touch, and then draw the elbows out and up. Soften the shoulders down and back. Tuck the chin just a little bit to lengthen the back of the neck. Pull the belly in. Sink in a little bit more. Keep your gaze steady. See what you can soften on the exhale. Slowly come back up. Lift that knee high. Reach the arms up overhead. Harbor the hands down. Shoot the leg up high like standing splits. Walk the hands forward like a three-legged dog. Come up on the tippy toes. Exhale, sink into the heel. Come on the tippy toes. Exhale in the nose. Step through Crescent Lunge. Stack the knee over the ankle. Inhale, shoulders over hips. Now press the right knee forward. You draw the right hip back. Low belly in and up. Heart lifting. Shoulders melting. Maybe hands come together. You gaze up at the thumbs. Find your breath. Find your strength. Keep your heart lifted. Draw the elbows towards each other behind you. Open the heart. Inhale, come up. Straight legs, straight arms. Squeeze the palms together. Lift everything up high. Exhale, carve the hands down. Shoot the left foot up high like standing splits at the top of the mat. Head is heavy. Breath is deep. Set the left foot down beneath the right. Sit back in the chair. Sink the arms forward and out, like sinking a little deeper. So the weights in the heels, toes are light, keep them grounded. Belly in. We're not really tucking the tailbone, but we're dropping the tailbone. Like you had a tail, and you're trying to lower it down to lengthen the spine. Really root down into the feet. Stand up by the back of bed. Maybe a little deeper this time. Exhale, hands to heart. And hands down by your sides. Inhale, reach out, lengthen up. Exhale, swan back, lengthen forward. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, chaturanga. Leading back to downward facing dog. Settle in here for a couple breaths. Down into the fingers and knuckles a little more. Make sure your fingers are spread wide. Make sure that space between your index finger and your middle finger is parallel to the top, facing the top of the mat, yeah? So you can soften on the exhale. Inhale, lift the left foot up high. Come up on the tippy toes. Exhale, sink into the heel. Slowly walk your hands back, like standing splits. Let your head stay heavy, let your breath stay deep. Back hips flexed, toes point down and in. Feel the hips leveling out as you press the right foot down and press the left foot back. Now slowly open those toes to the side, stack the hips. Keep pressing back to the heel, rolling that left foot back. When you feel balanced, peel the left arm up towards the sky to stack the shoulders. So you can get your torso parallel to the ground by lifting it up a little bit. Lengthen from heel to crown. Soften somewhere on the exhale. Stay with this breath. Slowly lower the left hand down, let your head be heavy. Shift the left foot up a little higher, like standing splits. And then come to standing, bring the left knee with you. Lift it up high and then cross it over the right. So you can get the toes strap all the way around. Soften that standing ankle, standing knee. Arms out to the sides, left arm on the right. See if you can get the palms to touch. Balancing is really hard today. Draw the elbows out and up. Let the shoulders melt down the back. Tuck your chin just a little bit. Belly in. Sink in a little bit. Gaze and breath is steady. Slowly come on, lift that knee high, reach the arms up, part with the hands down, shoot the leg high like standing splits. Walk the hands forward like three-legged dog, come up on the toes. Exhale, sink into the heel. Inhale up on the toes, exhale, lean and nose, step it through, crescent lunge. Knee over ankle, shoulders over hips, press the left knee forward. As you draw the left knee back, so both hips facing forward. Low belly in and up, heart lifting, shoulders melting. Keep your gaze fixed on something, but keep your gaze soft. See where else you can soften and let go on the exhale. Keep your heart lifted and release your fingers back behind. That's not what we did. Lift back up, keep your heart lifted, draw the elbows towards each other, open the heart. Inhale, straight legs, straight arms, reach out. Heart with the hands down, shift the right foot high like standing splits. And then set the right foot down underneath the left and sit back in the chair. Find an internal rotation of your thighs, turning in towards each other. Imagine your feet are pressing down and spreading apart. Draw the low belly in and up. Look forward or up. Reach up out of the waist a little more. Soften something on the exhale. Press into the feet, stand up, kind of backward bend. Exhale, hands to heart. And hands down by your sides. Now we're going to lift the right heel right up into the center line of the body. And cup the toes with the left fingers. And bring the right hand to the heart. All right, scoot the hips forward. Let the knee fall back. Now root down into the left foot and grow a little taller. Exhale, grow visibly softer. Relaxing the face and the shoulders. Maybe you want to reach the right hand around. Try to grab the big toe with peace sign fingers, but you can work with just the elbow and start to work your way down a little bit if you're not there yet. Move down into the left foot. Scoop the hips forward again. Let the knee fall back. Feel that rooting to rise here as you grow taller. The exhale help you grow softer. Slowly release, bring that knee up, hug it in nice and tight. Shoot the arms up, carve the hands down, shoot the leg out like standing splits. And then slowly hop it back like chaturanga, maybe just 1 inch at a time, maybe one big hop. Kneeling back and downward facing dog. Shift your gaze up between your hands, bend your knees, and walk our hops to the top. Inhale, lift up halfway, and exhale, fold. Grab your elbows behind your knees and fold yourself in half. Let your head be heavy, and let your breath be deep. Release your grip. Reverse swan dive. Press into the feet. Come all the way up. Find a backward bend. Exhale, hands to heart. And hands down by your sides. Lift that left heel up in the center. Cup the toes with the right fingers. Let the knee fall down and back. Bring the left hand to the heart. We'll reach it around. Trying to grab that big toe. Grabbing the elbow, working our way down. Move down into the right foot more. Grow a little taller. Let that exhale soften your shoulders, your jaw. Your gaze fixed and soft. Your breath steady and slow. Slowly, gently release with the left knee high. Lift it up a little higher, reach the arms up, carve the hands down, shoot that leg high like standing splits. Head is heavy. Hop it back, chaturanga, maybe just 1 inch at a time. Meeting back in downward facing dog. Good breathing, guys. All right, let's come down to the knees and take a little child's pose. If you'd rather stay in down dog, that's fine too. Let your forehead rest here. Slow the breath way down. See where you can soften on the exhale. The energy has come back into thought form. Invite it back down into the body with your breath. By following the breath deep into the belly and letting this prana fill you all the way up. And by remembering to soften on every single exhale. When you're ready, slowly come back up, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the right foot up high. Move up the tippy toes. Exhale, sink into the heel. And now slowly hop the left foot up to the top of the mat like standing splits. You might need to go up with fingertips. Now drop the head down, shoot the leg up a little higher. And then turn those toes open, press back through the heels, stack the hips. Peel the right arm open, stack the shoulders, lengthen from heel to crown. Lift your torso up a little higher. We're going to slowly step it all the way back to reverse warrior. Keep a deep bend in your left knee. Reach the left hand all the way up and back. And now open it up like warrior two. Press the left knee forward. Gaze out over the left fingertips. Soften the shoulders. Soften your gaze. With the inhale, lengthen your wingspan and lengthen up through the crown. See where you can soften on the exhale. Draw the belly in now. Press down into all four corners of both feet. Turn the palms. Turn and twist the arms till they're straight up and down like a pillar. Bring in your left elbow to touch your left knee, but trying not to rest any weight there. Keep pressing your left knee straight out over that second toe. Gaze up at the right hand. Chin in close to the shoulder. Find that maximum wingspan. See if you can soften on the exhale. Press the elbow into the knee to roll that right shoulder back and open the heart up towards the ceiling. Inhale, come all the way back up to reverse it. Exhale, cartwheel hands down. Shift the left foot up and back. Three-legged dog. Slowly walk the hands back to meet the foot. Standing splits. Set the left foot down to meet the right. Sit back into the chair. Press into the feet. Stand up by the lower back open. Exhale, hands to heart. And hands down by your sides. Press into the feet. Inhale, rise up. Fill up. Take one more sit. Hold on to this inhale. Take your whole exhale and lengthen forward. Press into the feet. Spread them apart a little bit energetically. Draw the belly in and up to make room to fold a little deeper. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, walk the hands forward into plank and lower through chaturanga. Meeting back in downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the left foot up high, come up on the toes. Exhale, sink into the heel. Back up on the toes, and then hop the right foot forward like standing splits at the top of the mat, maybe coming up to the fingertips. Head is heavy, breath is deep, shoot the left foot up a little higher. Soften the traps out of the ears. Now turn those toes over to stack the hips. Root back through the heel, roll the left hip back. Feel the left arm up, stack the shoulders. Lift the torso a little bit if you can, and lengthen out from heel to crown. Deep bend in the right knee all the way back to reverse warrior. Right hand reaches out. Now open it up like warrior two. Make sure that knee is pressing straight out over second toe. Gaze over the fingertips, soften to the jaw. The belly in and up. Those thoughts come back, just count the seconds of the inhale and the exhale and make them match. And remember to soften on every exhale. Keeping this maximum wingspan, turn your palms, turn and twist the arms. Keep pressing the right knee straight out over second toe. Press your right elbow back into your knee. Keep it stacked over the ankle. Gaze up with the left hand. Find that maximum wingspan. Soften the shoulders out of your ears. Use that leverage to roll the left shoulder back, opening the heart up towards the ceiling. Inhale, reverse it, deep bend in the right knee. Exhale, cartwheel hands down, shift the right foot up and back, three-legged dog. Slowly walk the hands back to meet the foot. Set the foot down, sit in the chair, drop weight to the heels, hold the belly in, sit back in the chair just a little bit more. Reach the arms up just a little bit more. Soften, twist a little bit more. Press into the feet, stand up, find a little backward bend. Exhale, hands apart. And hands down at your sides. All right, now we're going to lift the right foot up. We're going to bring the elbow inside the knee, grab the big toe with the peace sign fingers. One more round to close. All right, kick out through the heel. You can use your left arm for balance if you like, or bring it onto the hip. Now kick through the heel like you mean. Lift through the heart. Soften through the shoulders. Lengthen through the back of the neck by tucking the chin just a little bit. Find your breath. If you feel balanced, bring that right leg out to the right. Keep the left hip facing the front. Don't let it come with you there. All right, if you feel balanced, gaze out over the left shoulder. Keep kicking through the heel as hard as you can. Find your breath. Slowly come back to center and lower your head down to touch your knee. Keep kicking through the heel. Slowly come back up. Keep your foot lifted, but release your grip. Point your toe. Lift your leg a little higher. Pull your belly in. And now flex. And point. And flex. And point. And flex. Bring that knee in and up. Reach the arms up. Cartwheeling hands down. Shift the leg out of standing splits. And then walk the hands forward like three-legged dog. Set the right foot down to meet the left. And sink into your heels. Lower down to the knees, come into a child's pose, or you can stay in down dog if you like. See if you can really use this child's pose. Slow the breath down as much as possible. Inviting that energy out of the head and into the body. Let that prana fill your entire being, and use each exhale to soften just a little bit more. Okay, the real truth is I can't remember how we started that sequence, so I'm trying to remember before we started on the left. We were in down dog, and then we lifted our leg, and then we walk the hands back, and then we push in there. You can just stay in your child's pose or come into down dog if you like. I'm going to figure this out. Why can't I remember? Anybody at home got it? Nobody remembers how we started. Okay, well, I got the gist of it, so we'll just do that, yeah? Come into downward facing dog. Inhale to the left foot up high. Pop the foot up to meet the hands. I think that's what happened. Sink in a little bit more. Good, got it. Slowly come to standing, bring the left knee with you, I'll give it up. And now grab that big toe with the peace sign fingers and kick through the left heel. Pull the belly in, lift the heart. Press the right foot down a little more, grow a little taller. Exhale, grow a little softer. Bring the left leg out to the left. Keep your right hip facing forward. Keep kicking to the heel. You feel balanced here, gaze out over your right shoulder. Slowly come back to center, keep kicking. Drop the head down and touch the knee. Slowly come back up, release your grip, but keep your foot lifted. Point your toe up a little higher, and flex, and point, and flex, and point. Bring that knee in, hug it in, reach the arms up, carve the hands down, shoot the leg out like standing splits. And then hop it back, chaturanga. Leaning back and downward facing dog. Something like that. Okay, we're gonna hop the feet up to the outside of the hands. Shift your gaze, bend your knees. On that deep yogic squat at the top of the mat. Let the sit bones drop down towards the ground. Start to press the knees open. Draw the hands to heart center. And now really push the knees open. Squeeze the hands together. Feel how squeezing the hands together more will help you press the knees open more. Soften through the traps. Chin parallel to the ground. Think about rolling the heart, opening the heart as you roll the shoulders back. Soften the traps down. We're going to try a little arm balance. Only if your shoulders and wrists feel 100%. Otherwise, you skip this, okay? Fingers spread wide, hands shoulder resistance apart. You can either keep the legs on the outside of the arms by keeping that resistance of pushing out against the knees and squeezing in against the elbows. Or you can straighten the arms, come up on the tippy toes and bring the knees to the armpits. Or really to the back of the arm, upper arm. And see if you can lift the feet up off the ground. Press into the fingers and knuckles a lot to protect the wrists. Stay with your breath. Maybe just one foot lifts up. You get your feet lifted so you can draw them in and up a little bit more by engaging the core. Find your breath. Maybe you shoot it back into chaturanga. Maybe you drop into a headstand. Take your time. Optional vinyasa. We'll meet back in downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the right foot up high. Come up on the toes. Exhale, draw your right knee to your right armpit. And hold. So your upper body's in plank. Your shoulders are over your wrist. Your arms are straight. The back of your neck's long. Lower the right knee down to the right wrist. Then kick the right foot out to the left like half pigeon pose. Move the left toes back a little bit. Lower the left knee down. And then try to lower that right hip. Try to get your hips level. Walk your hands back. Your hips and puff up the chest like a pigeon. And keep this length to the crown as you walk the hands forward. Bring your forehead all the way down to rest. If it won't reach the ground, stack your arms and rest your forehead there. Slow the breath way down. Invite that prana deep into the belly. Invite it right into the hip where you feel this. And feel it all the way up and then some. And then invite that tension to dissolve on the exhale as you let go a little bit more. Feel how just bringing your awareness right to this spot and using the breath, you get so much more out of it. One more breath, one more chance to let something go. Hold on to this breath. Soften anywhere you can on the exhale. And slowly come back up onto your hands. You're going to roll onto the outside of the right hip. Sweep the left foot all the way up around to stack the knees. You might need to rock forward onto the hands a little bit to stack the knees. And then sit back on the booty. You might need to wiggle that right heel out away from you a little bit. Take the left foot down. Now take your thumbs right to the center of the arch of the foot, right on the outside of the foot. Right in the center of the arch, you'll find this spot that feels really good. Press there. Lengthen up to the crown. You can stay right here or start to fold forward. Notice how pressing on this spot specifically will help you to soften all that tension in the left hip. Use your awareness to let it go here. One more chance to let something go. And release. Now we're going to keep the knees crossed and bring the hands forward. Bring both knees down to the ground and try to walk the feet out to the sides just a little bit more. And we're going to move up onto the knees to kneeling here on the knees as they're crossed. And try to level the hips out. Bring down to the knees a little more. Stay right here if you like, or reach the arms up and place the fingers from the palms to face up and drop your hands to the left. Exhale, soften the shoulders down and back, soften through the face. Slowly come back up to center, lengthen, drop to the right, soften. Slowly come back up, lower the hands down, slowly unwind the legs, and then find some big, slow circles with the hips. And switch directions. Slowly come back to stillness in the center and lift it up to downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the left foot up high, come up on the toes. Exhale, left knee, left armpit, shoulders over wrists, back of the neck long. External rotation of the upper arms, belly throwing in and up. Drop the knee down to the wrist, kick the foot out to the right, half pigeon. Wiggle the right toes back, lower the right knee down. Untuck the toes. Try to level the hips. Oh wait, left leg's forward. And then walk the hands back to the hips and puff up like a pigeon. Keep the leg as you hinge forward. Bring the forehead all the way down. Get right into it. One more chance to let something go. Make this breath count. Slowly come back up onto the hands, roll to the outside of the left hip. The right foot all the way over. Try to stack the knees, maybe rocking forward to get that step. And then sit back, maybe moving that left heel out away from you, get the right glute down. Lengthen up through the crown, bring the thumbs right into that spot on the outside of the arch of the foot. Press in. And maybe start to hinge forward. Notice how that tension needs some encouragement to let go, where your body kind of wants to hold on to it, kind of wants to keep it like flexing almost. Keep softening, letting it go. And that continuous softening on the inhale and the exhale. Slowly release, come back up. Bring your hands forward, the knees down, walk the feet out, come up to kneeling. Knees cross. Try to press both knees down and level the hips out. Stay right here or inhale, arms up. Interlace fingers, palms face up, arms drop to the left. Shoulders soften down and back. Keep your gaze steady and soft. Your breath steady and slow. Inhale back to center for the leg. Exhale, drop it to the right and let those traps melt. Back up, lower the hands down, gently unwind the legs and find those big, slow circles with the hips. And switch directions. And now slide out onto the belly. Bring your arms out to the sides like airplane wings. Zip your legs together. Squeeze your toes and your heels together. Squeeze your knees and your thighs together. Inhale, lift everything up off the mat. Keep the back of the neck long. Find that maximum wingspan. Soften through the shoulders. Lengthen from your toes to your crown and lift everything up a little higher. Squeeze those legs together. Draw the arms back a little more. Lift the heart a little more. See if you can soften on the exhale. Inhale, lift up one more time. Slowly release. Bring your right arm straight out to the side. Turn your head so your right ear bends all the way down. Press the left hand into the mat right in front of your face. Point the elbow up to the ceiling. Roll to the right side. Place the left foot flat on the ground. Behind that knee. And use your breath. Slow it way down. Breathe right into that shoulder. Anywhere you feel tension or stagnation. The exhale, use your awareness to soften the shoulder, neck, jaw. If you don't feel this quite a bit, reach your left hand straight up towards the ceiling. Maybe back of the hand, small back. You can even reach it out towards that right hand and try to interlace your fingers there. 2 more breaths, make them count. Let something go on the exhale. And that continuous softening, the inhale and the exhale. Slowly, gently release, roll back onto the belly, bring the right arm back in. Send the left arm, plant the left ear. Plant the right hand in front of the face, point the elbow straight up. Roll to the left side, bring the right foot flat behind the knee. Use your breath, use your awareness. Open that shoulder. Keep your gaze fixed and soft, or your eyes closed. Yeah, maybe you reach the right hand straight up towards the ceiling so you feel this a little more. Maybe you tuck it back behind your back. Couple more chances, make them count. Find that continuous softening, the inhale and the exhale. Slowly release, roll onto the belly. And then just roll over onto your back. And hug your knees into your chest. Cactus the arms, cross your right knee over the left. Shift your hips to the right, lower your knees to the left. Maybe your toes wrap around that calf, and you gaze out over the right hand. Relax your shoulders. See how long you can hold on to this breath. That energy is shifted back into thought form. Count the seconds of the inhale and make them match the exhale. If not, just hold on to that breath as long as you possibly can, and then just a little bit longer. Find that continuous softening on the inhale and the exhale. Slowly come back to center, hug your knees into your chest. Cross the left knee over the right, cactus the arms, shift your hips to the left and lower the knees to the right. Gazing out over the left hand, soft and everywhere you can, on that inhale and on that exhale. The shoulders melt just a little bit more. Soften to the jaw, behind the eyes, surround the tongue. Last chance to let something go. Slowly come back to center, hug your knees into your chest one last time. And then let your legs go along with the mat. Spread your feet as wide as the mat, let your toes fall over. Your chin just a tiny bit to lengthen back the neck. Bring one hand to your heart and one hand to your belly. Close your eyes now. Now we'll let go of controlling the breath. And just imagine that continuous softening on the inhale and exhale. See if you can have that happen without trying, just letting that happen. Just imagine that your body wants to fully unwind. It's just our thoughts or our judgments that resist that and keep us kind of wound up. Imagine this continuous softening coming over you on the inhale and the exhale, that you're not even having to exert any energy or try or think about doing. Invite a deep breath in the nose all the way down into the toes. Let it fill you all the way. Bring some movement into your fingers, into your toes. Inhale the arms up overhead and lengthen now, arching the back up off the ground. Slowly roll over onto your right side. Instead of looking at this as the end of your practice today, imagine this is just the beginning. This is just to get you in this space. The real practice is seeing how long you can stay in this space. When you're ready, come back up to a seat. So see if you can continue to stay with each breath as long as you can. And remember to soften with each exhale. Maybe you can continue to keep your gaze and your shoulders soft. Inhale the arms up, squeeze the palms together, lift everything up one more time. Exhale, bring the hands to the heart and let your head bow to the wisdom of the heart. Lift the thumbs to the space above the eyebrows. Take to thank yourself for showing up. May all beings everywhere be free from pain and suffering. May our thoughts and actions in some way contribute to that. Namaste.